Hi everyone, welcome back to 10th standard maths class. In the previous video, we have learned about probability, and from the first activity all the questions also we have finished. Okay, now in this video, let's start new section, that is geometric probability. Geometric probability means it's related to area. Okay, for the previous section, probability means what was the equation? Favorable outcome divided by total outcome. That means based on numbers, isn't it? Favorable number divided by total number. But here geometric probability means equation is different. Same favorable and total, but here is favorable area divided by total area. I will explain. Suppose this circle, okay, this circle is divided into 8 equal parts. Okay, the circle is divided into 8 equal parts, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and each portion is for, this is for black. Okay, black, white, then white again, black, white, white, like this. Now question is, if I am putting a dot inside this circle without looking into this, okay, without looking, if I am going to put a dot inside this circle, what is the probability of getting a dot inside the black portion? Inside the black portion. Okay, similarly, what will be the probability of getting a dot inside the white portion? Okay, so here numbers are not given. Here we will consider area portion. Okay, area we will consider here. Total, this circle is divided into 8 equal parts. Okay, 8 area portion. Out of that 8 portion, how many portion is for black? 1 portion, second one, third one. 3 portion is for what? Black. Okay, so these 3, that is the favorable area. Okay, favorable portion means favorable area of these 3 sectors. Okay, these are sectors that we have already learned in 9th standard. Okay, so area of these 3 sectors. So 3 divided by total, how many portions we have? Total 8 portions are there. So 3 by 8. Okay, actually 3 by 8, because here it is given that circle is divided into equal half. That's why we can say that out of 8 equal parts, 3 parts are for black. So probability of getting a black dot inside this circle is 3 by 8. Now the remaining will be for white, that is 8 minus 3, that is 5 by 8 is for white. Okay, this is for black, this is for white. Here we are not using equation because they are equally dividing. Okay, now let's do problems from the second activity. First question, in each picture below, the explanation of the green part is given. Calculate in each the probability of a dot put without looking to be within the green part. First figure is a square got by joining the midpoint of a bigger square. That means in one large square, inside one small square is given. Okay, that is a green portion. We need to find the probability of getting a dot inside that green region. Okay, let's see how to find this. Here in this question, we need to find probability of getting dot inside this region. That means inside the small square. Green region is the small square. Okay, so equation is probability of getting dot inside the small square means that small square area is a favorable area. So area of small square divided by total area means that small square is inside the large square. So large square area is the total area. Okay, now we need to find how much portion it will be. Okay, so here it is given that this small square is drawn by joining the midpoint of the large square's side. Okay, that means each vertices of the small square is the midpoint of the side of the large square. Then if we join the opposite vertices of this small square, let's check what will happen. So after joining the diagonals, you can see that the large square is divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, first part, second part, third part, fourth part. Okay, and each part is divided into 2 triangles of equal area. Okay, that also you can see, because these two sides equal perpendicular bisectors. Perpendicular bisectors will divide into equal halves. That also we know. That means these portions will have same area. These two portions will have same area. These two triangles will have same area. These two triangles also will have same area. That means the total area is divided into how many parts of equal area. Okay, divided into how many parts of equal area. That means you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total is 8 portion. So area of large square means it is total of 8 portion. Okay, 8 portion of equal area is this large square have. Now out of this 8 part, how many portion is for small square? That also we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 8, 4 portion. Okay, 4 portion is for small square. That means of equal area. So area of small square we can write as 4 by 8. This is a simple method. Equation is there. After writing the equation also you will get the same answer, 4 by 8. Okay, this is an easy method. Okay, direct method is not this. By applying indirect method, you need to apply equation area of small square. You need to consider one side as A, then you have to find the side of the small square, so on, apply the equation like that. Okay, no need to apply that, because the large square we can divide it into equal halves, because these 4 are midpoints. That's why. Okay, these 4 are midpoints. That means that we can divide it into equal halves. That's why we can apply this method and we will get the answer as 4 by 8. Okay, this also we can simplify. The answer will be what? 1 by 2. Okay, so this is the probability of getting dot inside the small square. Okay, next is question number 2. A square with all vertices on a circle. Okay, figure is given. Here the green portion is square. Okay, let's draw the figure first. This question, we need to find the probability of getting dot inside the square. Okay, green portion is square portion and that square portion is inside the circle. Okay, inside the circle. Then what will be the equation? Probability of getting dot inside the square will be what? Equation will be probability equal to area of square divided by area of square, because favorable portion is square portion, so area of square. Total portion, that means the whole figure, that is circle, so area of circle. Now here it is given that one side of the square is 2 centimeter. Okay, side is 2 centimeter. That means this will also be 2 centimeter. All the 4 sides will be 2 centimeter. So area of square is easy to find. What is the equation? Area of square. Area of square is a square. So a square means here side is what? 2. So 2 square, answer will be 4. So we got area of square as what? 4. Now we need to find area of circle. Area of circle. What is the equation? Area of circle, that is pi r square. In 9th standard you have learned this. Area of circle is pi r square. But here radius is not given. Okay, radius is not given. So first of all we need to find the radius. Then only we can find area of circle. Like the previous case, here we can't apply how many portion of equal like that. Okay, it is not applicable here because both are different figures. Okay, so here we need to find radius first. For that, let's join one diagonal of this square. One diagonal like this. Okay, so here see the figure. This diagonal is a diameter of the circle. Okay, because through the center it will goes. Okay, so because this point and these 2 points are what? Points on the circle, and this diagonal is passing through the center also. So this diagonal we can consider as what? Diameter. If you know the measurement of this diameter, we can find the radius by taking the half of that. So here we can consider this triangle. Okay, this triangle we can consider 90-degree triangle. Like mark the points as A, B, C, D. Consider triangle ABD. So here AB is the base, AD is the altitude, DB is the hypotenuse. What is the equation? Hypotenuse. H is equal to root of base square plus altitude square. That is equal to root of base is what here? 2 square. So 2 square plus altitude also 2 square. That is equal to root of 4 plus 4. That is equal to root 8. So root 8 is the diameter of the circle. Okay, root 8 we got as diameter. Now what will be radius? This is diameter. dB is the diagonal and also diameter. So radius will be what? Root 8's half. Root 8 by 2 will be what? Radius. Okay, now we can apply this radius value in this equation. That is equal to pi into radius, that is root 8 by 2. So root 8 by 2 whole square. That is equal to pi into root 8 by 2 whole square means for the numerator, and for the denominator we need to find the square. So root 8 square is 8 itself, divided by 2 square, that is 4. Okay, that is equal to 8 and 4 we can cancel. So here answer will be 2. So final answer is 2 pi. So area of circle is 2 pi and area of square is 4. So probability will be what? Area of square we need to write first. So area of square, that is 4 by area of circle is 2 pi. So 4 by 2 pi. This also we can simplify. Here answer will be 2. So final answer is 2 by pi. 2 by pi is the probability of getting dot inside the square. Okay. Next is question number 3. Circle exactly fitting inside a square. Let's draw the figure. Here in this question, we need to find the probability of getting dot inside the circle. That means green region is circle region. Total area is area of square. So equation will be what? Probability of getting dot inside the circle equal to area of circle divided by area of square. Okay. Now here nothing is given. That means the measurements are not given. Okay. We need to find area of circle and area of square. And area of circle, what is the equation? Area of circle equation is pi r square. Okay. Pi r square is the equation. Here let's consider radius as r itself. Okay, let's consider radius as r itself. Then from the figure, what will be the side of the square? If I am drawing a line like this, what will be this line? This is diameter portion. Okay, this is diameter portion. And here we consider radius as r itself. Radius is r, here also r. So diameter is what? 2r is the diameter. Okay, now check the figure. This circle is exactly fitting inside the square. That means this diameter is same as one side of the square. Okay, this diameter and side of the square both are same. So if diameter is 2r, side of the square will also be what? 2r. Diameter equal to side of square also equal to what? 2r. Okay, so area of circle we got as pi r square. Next we need area of square. Area of square, what is the equation? Area of square, that is a square, that is side into side. So here a square means side is what? 2r. So 2r into 2r. Square means 2r into 2r. What will be the answer? 2 into 2, 4. R into r, r square. So 4r square is the area of square. Now probability will be equal to area of circle. We need to write first. Area of circle, here answer is pi r square divided by area of square is 4r square. Okay, so r square and r square we can cancel. So probability will be pi by 4. So this is the probability of getting dot inside the circle of this figure. Okay. Next is question number 5. A regular hexagon formed by two overlapping equilateral triangles. Okay, two equilateral triangles are overlapping. Then we got one regular hexagon. That means that green portion is regular hexagon. We need to find the probability of getting a dot inside that regular hexagon. Let's draw the rough figure. This is the figure. Okay. We need to find the probability of getting dot inside the regular hexagon. Okay, this is the regular hexagon. Okay, so for that, in the normal case, equation will be what? Area of regular hexagon divided by area of star. Okay, a star shape is total area of star, but we have no equation for that star. Okay, and here it is given that two equilateral triangles are overlapping each other. Okay, so here overlapping each other means inside this regular hexagon, if we join the diagonal ends. Okay, if we join the diagonal ends, let's see what will happen first. Okay, like this. Okay, two total 1 2 3 diagonals I draw. Okay, after drawing this 3 diagonal, you can see that this regular hexagon is divided into 6 equal triangles. Okay, 6 equilateral triangles, 1 2 3 4 5 6. This we have already learned in 9th standard. Okay, if regular hexagon is divided by using diagonals, then inside that 6 triangles we will get that 6 triangles will be equilateral triangle. And here these portions also were equilateral triangle. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so total 6 equilateral triangles outside and 6 equilateral triangles inside. Now all are same area. Okay, all are in same area. So like the first case, we can count the portion. Okay, how many portions total, then how many portions for the favorable portion. Okay, so here total area means total portion is what? Total portion equal to total 12 triangles are there, 12 equilateral triangles are there, 6 inside and 6 outside. So total 12 portions are there, 12 equilateral triangle portions are there. Now area of hexagon, area of regular hexagon means out of 12, how many portions are for regular hexagon? That is 6 portions. Okay, so probability of getting dot inside the hexagon. Okay, probability of getting dot inside the hexagon will be equal to area of hexagon. That means portion for the hexagon, that is 6 equal area portions divided by out of what? 12. So 6 by 12, that is equal to 1 by 2 is the probability. Okay, because all are in equal area. Okay, that's why we are using this method. For the previous 2 questions it was not applicable because both are different figures and area also different. Okay, so probability of getting dot inside this regular hexagon is 1 by 2. Similarly, you can do the 4th question. Hope you understood. Thank you. See you in the next video.